pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now here come the Cowboys, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll give to Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he is level. Knocked down hard right around the 26. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And shedding through the tackle. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And great effort. I mean, does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down following the run. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deion Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
In motion right is Robinson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Back to throw here. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Over. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green, 30. All right, now look at 56.
Halfback sent in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. So that'll back him up 5. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Here we go. Over. Leopard.
Looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys a sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a carry for Bernard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, here's Bernard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
This is where his eyes told him everything he needed to know. As a linebacker, when you're sitting at the 2nd level and you can see everything in front of you, that play just developed right in front of him, and he got there in a hurry and made a really nice play.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That's complete. Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go. Good, good. Good, good.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, They talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it, boy. Then we're going to 53.
Here's Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Bernard. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Fumble.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter.